Hey, what's up guys and gals? Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. Today we're going to be checking out the CZINGER 21C Rattlesnake Green Carbon Fiber version. We are going to do a stage 6 maxed out shift and tune. We're going to do a stage 5 shifted tune. We're going to look for a live racing setup, and we're going to do a little review on the car as well and let you know if this is any good. So I just got access to this car today, so let's go do it to it. And huge shout out to Nitro for CSR for access to this account so I can make videos like this to teach you guys all about the cars and let you know if they're any good. So when you have this car 100% maxed out, this is the way we're going to tune it and drive it. So put your nitrous all the way to the right, put your final drive at 2.48, and put your tire pressure on 26 PSI. We have a 52 and a 48 up top. That gives us a dyno of a 7.024, and this thing is going to beat the dyno by a really nice amount. To drive this car, let go of the gas right on number 2, or at least very close to 2. As soon as it launches, 2, 3, 4 nitrous, then shortly after hit 5th gear, and that's pretty much all she wrote. All the rest of the shifts go right before the red line. So let's go do it to it. 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 3, 4 nitrous, 5th, 6. And I'll tell you that when you hit 5th gear is very important, right? Hitting 5th gear at just the right time can make it run 1/10 of a second faster or slower. I haven't figured out the exact RPM to hit 5th gear, so you're going to want to play with that. But there we got a 6.794. The last run was a 6.773, so you can expect to get into the 6.7s with this car pretty easily. Very easy car to drive, actually. Alright, so now I'm going to set this up on stage 5 parts only, and we are going to do a stage 5 shift and tune. Alright, so when you have this car on stage 5 parts only with all the fusions installed, put your nitrous all the way to the right, put your final drive down to 2.0, and your tire pressure is still on 26 PSI with a 52 and a 48 up top. That is going to give us a 9.267 on the dyno time. And we're pretty much going to drive it the same way. So let go of the gas right on number 2, shortly after 2nd, 3rd, 4th nitrous, and then kind of shift into 5th around, I don't know, 3, 4, 5,000 RPM. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 3, 4 nitrous. There we go. There's 5th gear, and ba-bam, very easy car to drive. And we do not need to shift into 6. Just go ahead and let it run out. You should get like 8.8s or 8.9s on stage 5. This car is a little bit complicated and hard to figure out, but you know, there we got an 8.9, so yeah. So far, this car is a pretty natural dyno beater on stage 5 and stage 6. I mean, if you tune it, you might be able to get it to beat dyno by even more, but so far, so good. Let's see if we can find a live racing setup for this bad boy. So unfortunately, I think it's going to require a couple of stage 6 parts to really shine in live racing, but I'll show you a low performance point High-evo tune that does not require any stage 6 parts, and then we'll show you one with the stage 6 parts. So if you don't have any stage 6 parts for the car, put your engine back to stock. Put your turbo on stock. Put your intake on stock. Put your nitrous on stage 2. Put your body on stage 5, tires on stage 3, transmission on stage 5. Nitrous all the way to the right, final drive 3.06, and tire pressure 26 PSI. And that's going to put us right about in the 12.6 lobby for live racing. So these low performance point High-evo setups are normally good for live racing and or beating the dyno time. So let's do a run and see what we get. So we're going to do a really basic shift pattern here. Just let go of the gas on 2, 3, 2, 1, go. And I didn't let go of the gas on 2. I let go of the gas right on 1. We're going to hit nitrous on 2nd. I mean, just a really basic shift pattern. It did get some wheel spin there. I think if you let go of the gas on number 2, you will get a slightly better run. But our goal is to run right at 12.6. We don't want to run faster, but as close to 12.6 as possible. There we got a 12.587. So even at letting go of the gas at number 1 instead of number 2, we still beat the dyno time by a little teeny tiny bit, and the car should have done well in a live race. Now let's install a couple of stage 6 parts and retune it. All right, so if you go back in there and you set it up just like we showed you a second ago, except for you install a stage 6 transmission and a stage 6 body. So everything else stays as it was, but just go install those 2 stage 6 parts and leave everything else on the low upgrades. Now you're going to put your nitrous all the way to the right, final drive 3.14, tire pressure 26 psi, and that's going to give us an 11.8 on the dyno time. We've got a huge amount of EVO to performance point ratio right now, so that's really good. So to drive it, let go of the gas at number 2, and then just do a very basic shift pattern with nitrous on second. So 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous, third, fourth, fifth gear. And I don't know if you actually need to shift into 6, but we're going to go ahead and hit 6th gear right about there. You can probably do fine without shifting into 6, but let's check out the times right here. We got a, what do we get? 11.679. So if we're setting it up like this, it's pretty much beating up the dyno pretty good on this low performance point high upgrade if you have those 2 stage 6 parts. If you're live racing, you do want to slow down because we're busting the lobby time. We don't want to run faster than 11.8 with this car. But yeah, I think with those 2 stage 6 parts, this car is going to be a monster on the live racing track as long as they don't change the low performance point High-evo at some point, which I'm always worried they're going to do that. You just never know when they make changes to the game or set up things differently. But right now, low performance point High-evo setups are generally monsters at live racing. All right, so now it's time to do a little review on this car. So you're pretty much going to be hitting in the 6.7s and 6.8s with this car once you max it out, which are really good times. It does have a great live racing setup, especially if you can get a couple of those stage 6 parts for it. It kind of sucks that you need those to make it a really, really, really good live racer, but it'll probably do pretty decent without them. But the stage 6 parts will make it way better for live racing. So this car will probably be doing around 380 miles per hour. The 0 to 60 times are crazy good. It's got really, really, really fast acceleration. 0 to 100 is really good. It's beating the dyno time easily. It's got the live racing setup. It's one of the faster cars in the game. I mean, it's not the fastest, but it's probably in like the top 10 to top 20-ish, somewhere around there. But this is a really good car. So looking at the world record sheet, I'm not really sure what the world record time, the fastest time recorded on this car is yet, but it's definitely going to be in the top 20 to top 30 currently. So it's a pretty fast car. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. Cars running 6.5, 6.7, 6.8. Those are ridiculous times, but the car is crazy fast and it's actually crazy good if you can get enough parts for it. So honestly, it's a very good car. It looks like it can beat the dyno by just under a second. I mean, if you really push it, you really know what you're doing, you can get this thing to beat the dyno time by a lot. But yeah, very cool car. Look at this thing. I would drive it. Let's open the door and look inside really quick. But wow, that's pretty neat. I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, awesome car, guys and gals. Very awesome car. If you can get this one, it's probably worth it. But anyways, super cool car. I really like it. Totally worth getting if you can. Just remember, any Purple Star car, when you're trying to open crates, the crates are paid. And this is not an easy car to get parts for, right? The game does not give out CZINGER parts very easily, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But bottom line is, it's a really cool car. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and huge shout out to all of my channel members. If you check out the video description or the pinned comment, you'll find my affiliate links where you can get some really awesome stuff. Plus, you'll see some game news and information, plus a few other ways you can help support this channel. Your support really does help this channel keep running so we can bring you videos just like this. Thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you a lot. Have a wonderful day, lightning out, and we will catch you next time.